We human beings have privilege to do research. Think of the animals, any creation of the plant, they do not have power to do research. They have power to do limited research, how to provide their food and living place and how to protect themselves. They do not have the knowledge of full protection of themselves. But we human beings have complete knowledge of research. How we get complete knowledge about the stars and sun and galaxies? Indian astronomy and astrology explains. It was long before it was explained that Earth revolves around the sun. Not only that, all the 12 astral signs also they revolve. Galaxies revolves. From where they came to know? By observing through eyes. You cannot observe so easily. The Kriyayoga is the light. It is called a spiritual telescope, a spiritual microscope, which brings truth behind all structures. This is called the research based on the truth and non-violence. There is no injury. Now let me explain that this Kriyayoga opens vision, gives insight, provides some understanding, great understanding about the research phenomena associated with all human beings. We human beings have privilege to do research. Think of the animals, any creation of the plant, they do not have power to do research. They have power to do limited research, how to provide their food and living place and how to protect themselves. They do not have the knowledge of full protection of themselves. But we human beings have complete knowledge of research. In ancient times, there was one Kali Yuga, dark phase. Dark age called Kali Yuga. In that research status were very low. We were doing research by cutting the things. I have to know about the plant, then we have to cut transverse section, longitudinal section. You want to know the leaf, try to peel the leaf, get stomata and make sections, slides. This is called the very, very damaging, very, very cruel method of research. I have to research about blood. You have to take blood out and put on the slide. You have the spoiled blood structure. That blood you cannot use now. Then how you will do research completely? By taking blood out. This is all discovery associated with dark phase. I had to do research about stone. How to do research? They decided to cut into pieces. At the last they imagined there will be some very smallest piece which you cannot cut. And you cannot cut, then concept of atom was discovered. Atom means which cannot cut. Now they have decided, now they have proved they can divide atom also. You can break it, you get electron, proton. You can break electron also, you will get 20 electrons. If this method of realization of mystery by dividing is called the brutal way. This research was very much privileged, very much available in the dark phase and mutation. Dark phase uniting with the Dwapar Yuga. That mutation phase is 100 years, 1600 to 1700, one mutation phase. After that, 1800 it starts. Then research starts more, how to divide and understand. The next research from 1700 AD to 1900 AD. And after effect of this divisional experiment exists even 1900th century, up to 20th century. 19th century, 20th century means 900 something, At 2000 something, still we have some idea. We have to do research by cutting the things, by breaking the things. Now we are in ascending Dwapar Yuga. When you are in Dwapar Yuga, then our research tendency will change. We have to do research by uniting the things. Try to learn how to bring unity, then do research. I want to do research of the earth and try to dig the earth, make a hole, find out different layers, the clay and sand and stone and big stone and hard stone, then water, because saline water, then sweet water, so many things we are finding it. This is the way how we are doing research about the earth. That is called the brutal way. And how to do correct research of the earth. We must know that Kriyayoga science explains all things exist within. And all things exist within, earth exists within. How to experience presence of earth within. Heaviness, when it tense, the perception of tension, tightness represents some mass, volume, stable structure, earth element. And as with the earth, many things are associated. Plant kingdom, animal kingdom, varieties of the molecules, so many things. Therefore, when you tense it, believe this tension is called perception of this solid element within. When you relax it, then what we are having, we are observing how the solid element is created, how earth is created. Moment to feel earth more and more, how to feel earth more and more with the divine willpower. Where is divine willpower? Close your eyes, concentrate on movement, concentration on forehead. At the same time, observe the breath and try to do tension relaxation as you do recharging. Try to observe course of tension, relaxation, how relaxation is happening, how tension is appearing. Tension waves are appearing. This is called the relaxation waves, birth of waves of tension. Try to observe deeply the course of tension relaxation. Then you are practicing oneness with the earth element. Earth element is associated with the water element, with the air element, with the sky element, plant kingdom, animal kingdom, so many things. Simply by concentrating on movement, accepting the vision, presence of all kind of power, knowledge, peace, and immortality, and observing breath, rolling tongue little back, locating head and spine, and if you experience course of tension relaxation, then you are going to get complete knowledge about earth. You are not digging the hole. You are not going to look your eyes of some instruments like a telescope or anything else or microscope. We do not need to make a hole and try to know about the earth. Just by practicing the Kriyayoga meditation, observing course of tension relaxation, you will get complete knowledge about earth. How we get complete knowledge about the stars and sun and galaxies? Indian astronomy and astrology explains. It was long before it was explained that earth revolves around the sun. Not only that, all the 12 astral signs also they revolve. Galaxies revolves. From where they came to know? By observing through eyes. You cannot observe so easily. Therefore, by concentrating on head to toes, what you are practicing, tension, relaxation, that is very, very important. When you try to observe course of tension, relaxation, then you will realize with the solid element earth, angels are associated, human beings are associated, animal kingdom, plant kingdom, atomic kingdom, everything. Then by practicing, experiencing course of tension, relaxation, you will know complete knowledge about earth. Not only earth, about all human beings, all animals, all angels, all atom molecules. This is the research style of Dwapara Yuga. In this there is no injury. And what is the reward? We can cure our illness, sickness of all kinds. We can get rid of fear of all kinds. If you are practicing sincerely, this recharging and other practices, then I will be able to explain you scripture like Samudra Manthan, or like Ram Ravan Yuddh, like Mahabharata, teaching of Jesus, Moses, teaching of Muhammad, teaching of Kabir and Nanak Dev Ji, teaching of Buddha Mahavir Swami. All you will know because you know Kriya Yoga. The Kriya Yoga is the light. It's called a spiritual telescope, a spiritual microscope, which brings truth behind all structures. This is called the research based on the truth and non-violence. There is no injury. And you practice Kriya Yoga sincerely, then you will realize that what is our real, how to serve animal kingdom, plant kingdom. By practicing this, recharging, tension, relaxation, according to the concept what I am explaining you, then you will experience how to unite ourselves with the plant kingdom, also externally. Internally we know about plant kingdom. We can create plant kingdom in dream. We can create many plants in the dream. But when eyes are awake, when you are dreaming, you do not need to eat food. If you dream in 24 hours, if you dream 18 hours, then you need food only breakfast. Okay, I am dreaming 22 hours. And how much food you will need? Very little. You are in dreamland, you are able to eat food. You do not have external food. It is very difficult to dream 22 hours because generally in dream we have a stressful life. That stressful life reduces lifespan. Until you become perfect spiritual person, too much dreaming is not okay. Okay, come to this point. Now we came to know, because all the time I am not in deep spiritual vibration, that I can live without food, without air. I need external aid. Then how to unite with the plant kingdom? When you are uniting with the plant kingdom, try to think you should not create injury to the plant. Then cutting the green leaf is called injury. Immature fruits, injury. Cutting the plant and eating is injury. Animals, they eat grass, flowers, immature plants, everything. They do not know that they have pain. Animals, they eat each other. They do not know what happens. They know little bit, not much. But we know everything. Therefore, by practicing Kriya Yoga sincerely, tension relaxation mechanism of recharging, we realize when you eat seed and fruits with seed and with pulp and with the peel, skin. When you eat this, that is called the ripe fruit. There is no pain. When you eat mature seed, there is no pain. We human beings can learn how to live without giving pain to anyone. Then consuming seed and fruits, peel of the fruits, pulp of the fruits, seed of the fruits. We don't create any pain and discomfort to the plant kingdom. But remember, when you are eating this, you need a small quantity of food. If you are eating large quantity, it will not be good. Then how to decide the quantity of food? When you are eating, after eating you should observe. If after eating you cannot work, you feel laziness, then you have eaten more. Okay, if I eat less, I get immediate hunger. That is not hunger. That you feel lightness. Appreciate lightness. After eating once, don't take any food before 6 hours, minimum 6 hours. Good is 8 hours. You are hungry, enjoy hunger. I am having problem with the hunger. After consuming the food, if you can wait 6 hours, 8 hours, and eat seed and fruits with the skin and pulp and seed, you will not have any deficiency of anything. What we suffer from deficiency of B12, deficiency of vitamin D, deficiency of calcium, sodium, so many things, potassium. By consuming the food in this way, you will not have any deficiency. If you are taking more and more supplement, in the beginning you will find good. But regular taking of supplement, a time will come, again you will have the same problem, what you were having before. Luckily, we are in Kriya Yoga. Practice Kriya Yoga sincerely. I wanted to tell you some Samudra Manthan, but I realized I will tell you, you will understand, but I want to give you full understanding. Therefore, practice more sincerely, tension, relaxation, recharging, concentration on Bhumad, concentration on breath, concentration on head and spine, concentration on holy vibration. Practice more and more, then you will have deep awareness how to understand scripture. Already I have told you, you celebrate Christmas Day, Good Friday, or Resurrection Day, whatever is celebrate, or Turkey Day, or here come India, Holika, and many other festivals, Deepavali, so many festivals in India, varieties. The theme of festival is only one. If you practice any festival, you will get the same. But you don't believe in that. We have different idea between Hiranyakashipu and Prahlad, different idea between Ravana group and Ram, different idea between Kansa and Krishna. Take Kansa and Krishna, Ram or Ravana or anyone, you will have the same idea everywhere. How Prahlad lived with the Hiranyakashipu, same how Ravana lived with Ram, same how Kansa lived with the Krishna. If you see, when these different religions, sects are having different meaning, no, it is not. Because in dark phase, we start realizing religion in divided form. Now we are in ascending Dwapara Yuga. Swami Yukteswar teaches there is universal unity, essential unity among all religion. If among all religion there is essential unity, then various steps of religion will be the same. This is the way how to get rid of illness, sickness. Finding the reality behind each and everything. Moment you learn spirituality sincerely, Kriyayoga sincerely, and you will realize you can solve all problems. But when we are doing recharging, till today I have not explained recharging in the full way. Because when I give you deeper practice, you feel burning in the skin, you feel burning in all over the body, you feel excessive sweating, you feel so many changes. Because you are not able to tolerate the knowledge and power which you get during recharging, during Kriyayoga meditation. If you are practicing more and more, become more and more habitual, how to receive more knowledge and power during practice. And one day you will understand. Now we should practice few minutes. So remember this very clearly. In the Corona call, we start getting education through the internet. The education what exists in school, colleges, that are education associated with the Maya, that is possible. But education which brings realization of truth, You cannot display this education through YouTube. Display will be there but will be incomplete. You cannot spread through the writings. Try your level best, write it and publish it and spread. Give all things in YouTube, let it spread everywhere. You still will find understanding is incomplete. Then how to understand? You must join minimum 1 week or 2 weeks face to face. Come and practice with the highest devotion like scientist. Then you will gather some essence how to accept it. Then after that you can go your home. With your regular activities you can follow the practice. Again after 1 year, 2 years you can join again, revise it. You should remember this. आंखें हम बंद कर ली. Let us close our eyes. आंखों को बंद करने के बाद सिर से पैर की अंगुली तक स्वरूप में एकाग्रता बढ़ाएं. अनुभव करें जो अनुभूति हो रही है ये परम धन है. जितने प्रकार के ज्ञान की कल्पना करिए उस सब की अनुभूति हो रही है. जितने प्रकार के शक्ति की कल्पना करिए ऐसा आनंद जो नित्य नया हो, उन सब की जब हम कल्पना करते हैं उसी की अनुभूति कर रहे हैं. Try to imagine ever new joy, ever new power, ever new peace, ever new knowledge. All these things, what we are listening, we are experiencing in the form of head to toe changes within. Now place both palms on the posterior surface of head. Feel head to toes. Whatever we realize is presence of all things which we are seeking. We are seeking, searching knowledge, power, peace, ever new joy. We are seeking how to have friendship with the angels, how to realize the nature of devils, how to meet all prophets of all ages and land, how to get the knowledge, how to create this universe, and how to preserve it, how to make a change. All these things we experience in the form of head to toes, changes within. हम निरंतर खोज रहे हैं शक्ति की, ज्ञान की, शांति की, आनंद की. यह सब हम खोज रहे हैं. हम ऐसा आनंद खोजते हैं जो कभी भी कम न लगे, नित्य नया लगे, बोरिंग न हो. वो सब हम अनुभव कर रहे हैं. सिर से पैर की उंगली तक जो अनुभूति है यही सब कुछ है जो हम खोज रहे हैं. फिर हाथों को ऊपर उठाएं, मुट्ठी बंद करें, खोलें. दोनों पैरों को कड़ा ढीला करें. रेज आर्म्स अप, क्लेंच फिस्ट, ओपन पाम अल्टरनेटली. हाथों को ऊपर नीचे करें. मूव आर्म्स अप एंड डाउन. हाथों को मोड़ें और फैलाएं. Fold arms, open arms alternately. प्रतिपल जो अनुभव कर रहे हैं यही तो हम खोज रहे हैं. हम इस अनुभूति से अनंत प्रेम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, इसलिए पता नहीं चल रहा है कि जो हम खोज रहे हैं वो तो यही है. We have no perfect love for head to toe changes within we feel. Therefore, we are not able to realize this truth. What we are searching and seeking life after life, all things exist in this unique form, head to toe changes within. Moment you have perfect love with the head to toes, with all changes we feel, then we will realize what we are trying to seek, what we are imagining, I want this, I want that, then we will realize we have all things at nearest of near, head to toes, changes within we feel, within there exist all things. अब दोनों हथेली को सिर के पीछे रखें. Place both palm on the posterior surface of head. आंख बंद रखते हुए भ्रूमध्य पर एकाग्र हो. Keeping eyes closed, have deeper concentration on भ्रूमध्य. Deeper concentration on space in front of forehead. Head to toes, various changes we feel. Is presence of all things we need to realize. Ultimate truth, there is no death. There is no birth, there is no death. It is spiritual activity, spiritual phenomena we observe. सिर से पैर की उंगली तक जो कुछ अनुभव हो रहा है, जब इससे अनंत प्रेम हो जाता है, सब कुछ यही है. जब हम समझ लेते हैं तब स्पष्ट ज्ञान होता है कि जन्म और मृत्यु नहीं है. जो अमर तत्व है उसकी ये अलौकिक लीला है, खेल है, जिससे भ्रम से हम जन्म और मृत्यु समझते हैं. फिर हाथों को ऊपर उठाएं, रेज आर्म्स अप, मुट्ठी बंद करें, खोलें, क्लेंच फिस्ट, ओपन पाम. दोनों पैरों को सामने की तरफ फैलाएं. एक्सटेंड बोथ लेग्स इन फ्रंट. पैर की अंगुलियों को हम आगे पीछे मोड़ें. टर्न टोज ऑफ द फीट फॉरवर्ड बैकवर्ड. पैर के पंजों को हम आगे पीछे मोड़ें. टर्न बोथ फीट फॉरवर्ड बैकवर्ड. दोनों हाथ के मदद से हम दाहिना पैर बायां पैर पकड़ते हुए, अनुभव करते हुए इसे मोड़ें और फैलाएं. With help of both arms, try to touch each and every point of the right leg, left leg. Touch it, press it, feel it, then fold and open alternately. During this practice, whatever we realize, whatever we feel, is presence of all in all. Whatever we are searching from many lives, life after life, we are searching something. Moment we have perfect attention on head to toes, so perfect love everything we feel, then we realize we have all things. अच्छी तरह से याद करें, जो भी हम अनुभव कर रहे हैं, पैर को मोड़ते समय, फैलाते समय, मोड़ने के बाद, फैलाने के बाद, सिर से पैर की अंगुली तक, इसमें जो अनुभूति हो रही है, इसी में सब कुछ विद्यमान है, जिसे हम अनेक जन्मों से खोज रहे हैं. सिर से पैर की अंगुली तक इसमें होने वाले परिवर्तन में जब हम अनंत प्रेम स्थापित कर लेते हैं, तो याद रखिए, फिर हमें ज्ञान हो जाता है कि जन्म और मृत्यु नहीं होता है. और जब इससे प्रेम अधूरा होता है, तो जन्म और मृत्यु प्रकट हो जाता है कि हम हैं, जैसे इमेज का अस्तित्व नहीं है लेकिन इमेज है, जगने पर जिस प्रकार स्वप्न खत्म हो जाता उसी तरह से होता है। जब सिर से पैर की उंगली तक इसमें होने वाले परिवर्तनों से इतना प्रेम हो जाए, इसी को अनुभव करके पूर्ण संतुष्ट हो जाए, तब पता चलेगा कि न जन्म है न मृत्यु। इसी स्थिति की हम तलाश कर रहे हैं। अब दोनों पैरों को बाहों के बीच में समेट ली। Now place both legs within arm. Feel head to toes. पैर की उंगली से सिर तक सब में एकाग्र हो जाए। जो भी अनुभव हो रहा है इसी की महिमा अनंत और असीम है। Feel head to toes. Whatever we experience within head to toes, accept its presence, its perfect things, complete things. Its value is infinite. We cannot measure it. अब धीरे धीरे ढीला करें। कैसे ढीला हो रहा है अनुभव करें। Now relax slowly. Observe course of relaxation. फिर पैरों को फैला लें। Again extend both legs. पैर की अंगुलियों को आगे पीछे करें। Turn the toes of the feet forward backward. पैर के पंजों को आगे पीछे करें। Turn both feet forward backward. अब समान रूप में बैठें। Sit in regular position. A regular position means meditative pose. कंधा पीछे की तरफ, ठुड्डी जमीन के समानांतर, भूमध्य पर एकाग्र हो जाए। सिर से पैर की अंगुली तक हम जो भी अनुभव कर रहे हैं, इसी अनुभूति में सब कुछ विद्यमान है। जिसमें एकाग्र हो जाते हैं तब अनुभव हो जाता है कि हम अमर हैं। कहते हैं आत्मा अमर है। सोचिए, क्या ऊर्जा की तरंगे अमर नहीं है? अगर ऊर्जा की तरंगे अमर हैं, सोचिए क्या पानी को मार पाएंगे? आग में डालिए तो पानी मरेगा नहीं, भाप में बदल गया। ठंडा किए तो बर्फ में। इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस करने पर हाइड्रोजन ऑक्सीजन बदल गया, लेकिन मरा नहीं। उसी तरह से सिर से पैर की उंगली तक इसके विषय में जो विचार है कि मृत्यु होता है, ये सही नहीं है। अब दोनों हथेली को सिर के पीछे रखें। प्लेस बोथ palm on the posterior surface of it. भ्रूमध्य पर और एकाग्र हो जाएं। Have deepest concentration on भ्रूमध्य। भ्रूमध्य के सामने क्षेत्र में और अधिक एकाग्र हो जाएं। Have deeper awareness concentration on the space around forehead. Then with all comfort, slowly, bend head and spine, curve head and spine towards right, left, backward, forward, slowly. बहुत ही धीरे धीरे, आहिस्ता आहिस्ता, आराम से सिर और रीढ़ को दाहिनी तरफ, बाईं तरफ, पीछे और आगे की तरफ इस प्रकार झुकाएं कि झुकाने में जो परिवर्तन हो अच्छा लगे। We are bending head and spine towards right, left, backward, forward with one important discipline. In the process of bending, we must feel comfort. Bending should be slow. After bending towards right, left, then bend backward, forward slowly. सिर और रीढ़ में हम एकाग्रता बढ़ाते जाएं. Try to feel head and spine more and more. The moment we realize presence of head and spine, changes within head and spine, we are curving towards right, left, backward, forward. Bending should be very, very comfortable. Whatever we realize within, there exist all things we are searching life after life. जो हम जन्म के बाद जन्म खोज रहे हैं वो सब निकटतम में मौजूद है. सिर से पैर की उंगली तक जो अनुभव कर रहे हैं इसी अनुभूति में. फिर हाथों को ऊपर उठाएं, रेज आर्म्स अप, मुट्ठी बंद करें, खोलें, क्लेंच फिस्ट, ओपन पाम अल्टरनेटली. हाथों को ऊपर नीचे करें, मूव आर्म्स अप एंड डाउन. हाथों को मोड़ें और फैलाएं, फोल्ड आर्म्स, ओपन आर्म. अब ध्यान के स्टैंड के सहारे हम बैठेंगे. ध्यान के स्टैंड के सहारे बैठकर कान बंद करेंगे. कान बंद करके जो सुनाई पड़ता है, इस सुनने वाले इस तत्व के अंदर भी सब कुछ विद्यमान है जो हम खोज रहे हैं अनेक जन्मों से. Now with the help of meditation stand, try to close ears. When ears are closed, what we observe sound waves of various kinds. Within the sound waves we experience when ears are closed, there exist all things we are seeking life after life. Practice few minutes oneness with sound waves. We listen here when ears are closed. Oneness with the breath. Oneness with the color raised in the space around forehead. Oneness with head and spine and head to toes. आइए कुछ मिनट के लिए हम एक हो जाएं, श्वास के साथ, जो सुन रहे हैं ध्वनि के साथ, भूमध्य के सामने दृश्य के साथ, सिर से पैर की उंगली तक इसके साथ, सिर और रीढ़ के साथ. इस तरह बार बार अभ्यास करते करते एक दिन ये अभ्यास से संस्कार हो जाता है, जिस संस्कार से हम अज्ञानता से मुक्त हो जाते हैं और अनुभव होता है कि जन्म और मृत्यु का अस्तित्व नहीं। By repeated practice, when we realize this practice become a spiritual habit. After that we realize there is no birth and death. Absence of birth and death removes all problems. फिर से हम सिर से पैर की उंगली तक एक एक अंग को कड़ा ढीला करके अनुभव करें। Again, tense, relax each and every part from head to toes. Tense, relax and feel it. दो बार में श्वास प्रश्वास का अभ्यास करते हुए कड़ा ढीला करें। Practice in double breathing. Stretch, relax. Let us bow down to our devotion we have in Kriyayoga Meditation. तो हम बैठेंगे। Now we will sit. आंखें खोली, open eyes.